Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Mike Fiers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Throw on to first and 1/3. One away. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
You have to take into account is the variables that you can't control, and that's the wind. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Great afternoon for baseball here. 71 degrees, the temperature at first pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Here's Tommy La Stella now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the 2-1 pitch. To first. Olsen ranges to his right. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Angels nothing. A's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Shuhei Oka gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Fouled away. A bouncer to the left side. Fletcher is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Next up for the A's, Ramon Arellano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Oka is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Goodwin will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. Still no score. Here's Justin Upton now. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing...
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
One of the keys to being a great outfielder, not being afraid to sacrifice your body. Terrific diving catch there that he made look a lot easier than it actually is.
Stepping in now, Jared Walsh. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there, made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
2 strikes.
Good job of making him check when you're looking for the double play ball.
On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Jason Castro. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. At first, 1 gone. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So striding in, Matt Thacker. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. In the air out to left. Grossman moves over, and the inning is over. Angels strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Into the box now, Matt Olson. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Well hit to right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
So digging in now, Mark Canha, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on the show. Digging in, Brian Goodwin, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. Fastball in there, 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. Arellano giving chase. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, David Fletcher. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hats off to that one.
The center fielder, number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul.
Ball.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Now the payoff pitch home. 2. Grounder down the line at third. He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing there from Upton as this is on the ground to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Angels strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Striding in, Vladimir Michod, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Kemp.
Tony Kemp.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Ball 2.
To 2-2 now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
We got 3 balls.
And they're working
2
the
strikes.
outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And it's fouled away. Left side, but well foul. Another one sent foul. And he fouls this one off. The payoff pitch one more time. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got to hurry. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Now at the plate, Jared Walsh. He singled his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. One away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton Simmons.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Jason Castro is on deck. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Standing in, Jason Castro. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ground ball right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Thacker.
Stepping in now, Matt Thacker. Bouncer down the line, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The 1-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Semien is on his way home. And the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at 3rd, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
And, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. No one out with a runner at 2nd. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Slice hard but foul. Another payoff pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. For the out. Wow. And he'll make it up to 3rd safely here with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. The 1-1. Misses for the 2nd ball. Arellano stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. Let's see what they throw Olsen on a 3-1 count.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away. So now it's Mark Canha looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And a full count for Canha now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Here's Robbie Grossman, and their runners at the corners now. 1 run, just 1 hit, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. And a neck-high fastball that time. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More from the East Bay right after this. Settling in now, Brian Goodwin. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Missed with a breaking ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
So he sets him down swinging. Brian Goodwin goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go David Fletcher, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Arellano is in pursuit. He can't get there as it falls in.
The center fielder, number
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. The next 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Grossman on the move. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter,
Ready for
9.
another shot now.
Second
Tommy La Stella. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Never attempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Scorched to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Angels leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in, Vladimir Michod. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. So coming to the plate, Sean Murphy. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 run, just 1 hit, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Trouble out there in left center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
The next 0-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in a count 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good, hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
In now, Andrelton Simmons down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Chapman has it cleanly, and that's the second out. Digging in, Jason Castro to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he looks at it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Angels strand 1. They're down 1-0. At the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Castro gathers. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Ramon Arellano. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
That's a ball.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Striding forward now is the DH, Matt Thacker. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Next for the Angels, right fielder.
And now for the Angels, Brian Goodwin. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, David Fletcher. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Fletcher leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Down the first baseline. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Angels leave 1. It remains 1-0. Stepping into the box, Matt Olson. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
And it's late his afternoon of work, and the longer this at-bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But, man, he's been good so far.
The payoff pitch one more time is swung on and missed, strike 3. Now at the plate, Mark Canha. He went down on strikes last time up.
Mark Canha.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Left fielder, Robbie.
Stepping up to the plate, Robbie Grossman. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Count even at 2-2. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tommy La Stella. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's ball 2 now. And Upton lays off again, and he's in control of the count. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
This is line to left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison. And both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Ready now for L.A., Jared Walsh. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is skied into short left center. Semien is there, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Noah Ramirez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 24, Noah.
Ready for another chance, Vladimir Michaud. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. Into the box, Sean Murphy. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Oh, you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. There's a look at our line score through the first 7 and change, and the big story thus far, just 1 hit for the home club through the first 7 innings. They just have not been able to do much offensively. Stepping into the box, Tony Kemp. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Line drive to left, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's, but they're up 1-0. Liam Hendricks comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Liam Hendricks.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Castro.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Matt Thacker will be next. Swung on and missed 3-2.
Full count.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Into the box now, Matt Thacker. Angels down to their last strike. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled off. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. Now to the plate, David Fletcher. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so one run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their ninth inning lead has evaporated. The A's look to send their fans home happy. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Anthony Rendon will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field.
Now in the box, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Center fielder.
Ready once again, Ramon Arellano. Hit on the ground out to short. Simmons has it. And there's out number 2.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Digging in, Matt Chapman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hit hard down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
No, that's
curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2. To short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's had some success, 5 for 11. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Digging in now, Tommy La Stella, struggling so far.
Tommy La Stella.
Here's Justin Upton now. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's just 1 for 6. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch this.
Now Upton with a swing and a drive to deep left field. Grossman on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Up next for the Angels.
Stepping up now. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And they have taken the lead. So a 2-run homer down the line in right as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Standing in now, Andrelton Simmons. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Angels are out in front, 3. Cam Bedrosian enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
So we got him swinging. Matt Olson is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. The 1-1 home. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Now batting.
Here's Robbie Grossman, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Ball.
And that misses. 2-1. Two out, nobody on. Last strike now for Oakland. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Noah Ramirez earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Athletics, 1 run on just 1 hit. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.